This is Chief Hunting Bear, still in Pasadena, California, on Sunday, September 5th, 2021. And we're going to be talking about some things, talking about off camera for a second, about Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I wanted to just interject this. My great uncle was Wilhelm Reich, and he believed there are ways to protect yourself from ultrasound and microwave that were even stronger than crystals. And when you weren't in a heavily reinforced structure, and he called them organites, and he took metal and he melted them into fiberglass, and you'd carry them with you, and obviously it would help a little bit, but the weapons they have right now, the technology is so effective it overrides it. You were telling me just a second ago that Joe Biden is being controlled remotely, and that he's going to be doing some bizarre things. Who do you think is controlling him?
I think he's under control, like ultimately, by the white hats and who are all working with Donald Trump. They have taken control over the deep state cabal.
You think that Donald Trump is controlling Joe Biden?
Yeah.
What reason do you have for believing
what
that?
They're doing? The white hats, what they're doing, they're either controlling certain things or they're letting certain things just happen because they already know they're going to do that.
Who do you mean by white hats?
The white hats are a group of patriots that that work behind the scenes to take down certain people and things going on the planet, basically.
Well, at one point, Mike Adams, who owns DC Clothesline magazine, and who's the founder of QAnon and Proud Boys, he believed that Donald Trump and Joe Biden had switched bodies, and that Joe Biden was actually in.
How the fuck with that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that too. But this is what he actually claims. He lives down the street here. He's a descendant of Sam Adams, who committed the Boston Tea Party with Paul Revere, and he's behind Trump World. He's the person who began controlling Trump 2 years into his presidency, when Trump went rogue and wouldn't follow orders of Lord Jacob Rothschild, who's a proxy to Queen Elizabeth II. But you're a Proud Boy.
No.
You're a Donald Trump supporter, though.
Yeah, I'm a Donald Trump supporter, but I'm not. I'm not gonna go out and be like, oh yeah, Donald Trump, woo, like whatever. I like what he's doing. I think he's doing good things. He's not perfect or anything, but he's definitely not evil. He's on the side of the light, but he's human. He makes mistakes too, But it's pretty obvious, like to me at least, like who's good and who's bad. I can see it like as clear as day.
Well, like out here in California, most poor people, unless they're Hispanic, most poor people, and especially homeless people and black homeless people, are wildly supportive of Donald Trump, and they believe that he did a really good job as a businessman, and he could improve the economy, and they wish that he was back in office. They believe that the economy will get much worse with Joe Biden. But there were two ancient sects of rabbis. One was called the Pharisees, and one was called the Sadducees. And Sadducees believed they told people that if you follow all of our orders, you'll become very wealthy. We'll show you how to make money. And then the Pharisees said, there's an unfair distribution of wealth, and if you follow all of our orders, we'll make sure that everyone has the same amount. And it seemed to me that Donald Trump appeals to like working poor or lower middle class or poor people because they believe that their lives can improve, whereas a lot of them, especially in Deep South or some portion of the West, but in big cities, like in New England or like in California, it seems that most of them are Pharisees. You have poor people very close by rich people, and they're very angry about that, and they want a transfer of wealth to them. They have a movement now called woke, where they believe everybody's the same. And if they don't have the same amount of money as other people, then the system's rigged, and they've got to have an insured outcome where they have as good a life as anyone. So they believe one job is as good as another. If you're a janitor, you're the same as a brain surgeon or a star baseball player in the National League.
That's unrealistic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to happen like that. There is something kind of like that's going to happen, but nobody will ever be, everybody's going to have some more or less than the other. That's just the way it is. You can't regulate that.
For many decades, it was like when white women went to college, a black man would say, if you don't have sex with me, you're a racist, and I'm going to punish you for being a racist. You got to have a good reason for not having sex with me. It's spread now to white-skinned people. Like just in the past few days, I've had several women. There was one named Sky, maybe 30 years old, very large, and she came over just before I was going to sleep at midnight. And then she came by at 6, and she was handling me, and she tried to force herself to have sex with me. And she said, "Is there something wrong with me? If you say there's something wrong with me, I'm going to beat the hell out of you, and I'm going to fuck you anyway." And it's just like this woke movement where people believe if you have something they want, they can take it from you: money, your car, even sex. Everybody believes that they can have whatever they want. That we're all human beings.
Hold on, to an extent, it's true. Everybody can have whatever they want, but you can't just take it from somebody. You have to go and do what it takes for it to come to you.
Yeah, so there's meritocracy, there's justice, there's some sort of a rational system. But then you got the 20%, royal family, the upper brethren Jews, the lower brethren Jews, who are living in heaven, who don't work, and they have everything. And then if you're very talented, if you're a white man and you earn a huge amount of money, they're going to take it away from you. And most of it goes to the wealthy to support them, and then a little bit goes to the poor to support them, and then you don't have any more than the common slob out there.
What are you saying? If you're very talented, how?
Well, let's say if you're an engineer and you come up with something that is extremely valuable.
The government's going to take over it.
Or someone will, like Apple, for instance, will take it. Every year they steal technology, and it's just gone, and you don't get the money, and most of it will go to the board of directors of Apple. When Bill Gates, when Steve Jobs was alive, he was working the last few years for $1 a year because he had $900 million, and they wouldn't let him get $1 billion because he wasn't a Jew. Because he was adopted by Jews, but his biological parents were Syrian. And so I'm not saying the money went to him, but it went to the board of directors. It went to Steve Cook got $100 million signing bonus to switch from chief operating officer to chief executive officer when Steve Jobs stepped down. So someone is getting the money. Most of the people getting the money are upper brethren Jews, and then a little bit trickles down to the rest of the population, so that people are definitely better off, poor people in the United States, than they are in Mexico. But most of the money that's stolen from people who are very talented and earn money.
All that's about to change, and not only that, just to let you know, like the whole, we're talking about the mind control, that they can read your mind and everything. All that technology. It's so dangerous. You don't need nuclear weapons. Why the fuck do you need nuclear weapons? You have mind control technology that can steal secrets and control world leaders.
Well, somehow
you can literally do anything you want now from a remote position if you have this technology and power, and you don't have to fire a weapon. You don't have to drop a bomb. You don't got to do anything.
Well, somehow or another, they want to eliminate most of the population, and this is one way to do it. I mean, these very powerful people will have a white mother and a white wife, and if they just openly kill white people, it'll cause problems in their family that even Dr. Freud couldn't solve. And there's also entertainment value. I mean, like during the Civil War, the Plantagenets and the Goethas used to set up picnic tables and go right to the battlefields. They started calling them theaters, and watch people in bloody deaths in bloody fights, many of whom were maimed or killed, and it was just entertaining for them. And I think that this Third World War that's coming up
we're in the middle of it right now.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a giant World War III. It's just invisible. You just can't see it, and it's a war for control of the minds of human consciousness.
Okay, so there are 36 different families descended from Egyptian pharaohs that are fighting for world domination, and
that's exactly what's happening right now.
Right. So we're probably going to see a lot of carnage very soon, and I mean, you see, like in Portland, Oregon, or in London, or in Paris, or in Victoria, Australia, people are rioting over. Excuse me. Writing over the flu passport. In the meantime, something much bigger is coming up. War with Russia and China, and no one's preparing for that.
Okay. Right now, what you're seeing play out is they're staging everything up for a giant nuclear World War III scare scenario where every nation is at war within itself and other nations, but it's all a giant manipulation. Everyone, at the top are all in agreement as to how this whole thing's being done, and there's allies that have been made that you guys don't know, but Putin's not a bad guy, okay? He's actually an ally, just so you know, and you're gonna find that out. But they like to blame Russia and say Russia, but it's been China the whole time. They don't want you to know who the real fucking enemy is. They want you to know the truth. They want to use them to blame them and to manipulate everybody, and it's just a bunch of bullshit. And once you realize this and you become aware of this, it becomes really obvious. And not only that, I have the script, I have the layout, of what's going to happen. And obviously, I can't say the dates. Nobody knows.
Well, how did you get that script? Where did you get it from?
Military intelligence.
Okay, so I worked for DIA for 32 years.
Yeah, I know. Like I told you, I have the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, DHS, military intelligence. They're all gathering information from me. And one of the things I didn't tell you, and I don't speak of it much, but I was contacted 6 years ago by the E.T.s, and I'm getting tons of information from the E.T.s. And not only that, the E.T.s back me and they protect me. And they contacted me because they made me a contactee.